We've just stopped here at Wedderburn. Danny's gone in to see if we can fill up his gas bottle. There we go, Dan.
No, they don't fill them. After about 4 months of planning, we were finally on our way. We were going to see the Wimmera Mallee. Why there? Well, it wasn't too far from our hometown of Bendigo, and we'd never been there before. But really, we didn't want to stick to the main roads, and we didn't know where we were going to stay. One of our first concerns was that we didn't maybe have enough gas. We weren't too experienced in this sort of thing, so we had to see if we could find a place that would fill up our second gas bottle. This wasn't going to be as easy as we expected.
Well, we're at Charlton at the moment. Danny's just walking into the mobile service station now to see if they actually going to fill up our gas cylinders. Anyway, we've just left Charlton only about 5 minutes ago and still unable to fill our second gas bottle. No one around fills gas bottles anymore, so I don't know, we're just going to keep trying along our way anyway.
Standing at 43 metres, or 140 feet, Mount Wycheproof has the distinction of being the smallest registered mountain in the world. The township of Wycheproof is located on the mountain, and a unique geological substance known as Wycheproofite is exclusive to the local area. The name Wycheproof from the local Aboriginal language Wycheporup, meaning grass on a hill. Lake Tyrrell is a shallow, salt-crusted depression located in the Mallee district of northwest Victoria. It's approximately 70 square miles in size and is located 195 miles northwest of Melbourne. Much of the time, Lake Tyrrell is dry. There is a salt extraction plant run by Chisholm Salt located in Sea Lake, processing the lake's salt deposits. In 1838, the Australian explorer Edward Eyre discovered Lake Tyrrell while searching for a new grazing land. The lake is also used every year on the Queen's Birthday long weekend to host the Mallee Rally. Located on the Sea Lake side of the lake is also the local lookout and astronomy point, built in the late 1990s.
Here's where we are, the viewing platform.
Yep.
And just up around, a bit further on, is this Saltworks Road.
Yeah.
Oh, and have a look. There's those salt stockpiles you were talking about.
I wonder if we'll see these emus.
Yeah, good on you.
And this giant bird. We had to go off the main track a little bit, but that was okay, although it would have been helpful if we saw the sign for dry weather road only. Well, doesn't this look like it's a navigable road to you?
Yeah, it does. It looks alright so far. You'll have to fly through it, Dan. There we go. Oh! Maybe flying through it wasn't exactly the correct terminology. Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Hang on. Whoa. Wasn't too bad.
I don't think I'll go there now.
Give it a miss.
Oh, hang on.
You right?
Yeah, it's a bit better now. No, I've got to get over to this mound now. I've got to get here. Because I'll tell you what, these salt mounds, they're hard as rocks. I actually thought they'd be soft.
You could taste it.
Yeah. Tried to use Danny as a guinea pig, but he just wouldn't be in it. He didn't taste it. Go and taste it.
No, but it could be a salt that's bad for it. When they say salt, it's something like table salt.
Oh, sodium.
Sodium chloride, of course. Sodium nitrate.
I would have had to do the rest of the trip on my own.
Still might after I go through that.
Yeah. Oh, this is getting a bit soft here.
Where's it come out?
I don't know. Yeah, we're going to turn around.
Got to go through that mud hole thing again.
Yeah, we have to fly through that.
Oh, jeez.
He got through without even putting it sideways.
I think you can go anyway.
It was, I reckon it was a poor effort myself. And the quest for gas still goes on. We're still on our crusade, simply to get some gas for our second tank. How do we go?
They're a friendly bunch.
Are they?
No, the bloke that normally does is not here. Said, all right, is he just around, or is there someone can we ring him? So they normally do it. No, because he's in Mildura. Although the stop in Ayan wasn't too successful for our gas bottle, it was the home of a famous rain dance. In 2003, 500 women danced naked in a secret location to raise the spirits of a town suffering from a long drought. Yeah, that didn't happen again on this trip. Our first planned stop on this trip was Hattah-Colquhoun National Park. Hattah-Colquhoun protects an area of about 48,000 hectares. It lies in typical Mallee country with extensive low scrub and open native pine woodlands. Superbly adapted birds, animals and vegetations thrive in the poor sandy soils and searing summers. Do you like cooking?
Yeah, love it. I do actually. Like trying different things, you know. What do you reckon of that?
That's good.
All right.
Well, here's our first night camping at Hattah-Colquhoun National Park. It's right at the end of the day, but we finally got ourselves organised, didn't we?
Yeah, we did too.
We did a good job.
Just in time, I think. First thing in the morning, it was time for a quick lesson. Hey Danny, you see this tree? How it is? With a bit of an old branch going straight through the main trunk of the tree. As far as I know, it's an old Aboriginal custom whereby when the tree was a tiny little sapling, they would split the actual trunk in it and they would peel off another piece of the tree and slide it through, thread it through that little hole that they made in the trunk and leave it there. And that's how that hole forms in that area. And you can see it coming out of the main trunk. Looks like he's checking us out. He's not too certain.
We called into the ranger station and spoke to the local ranger, Sean. He told us the importance of Hattah-Colquhoun to the Aboriginal culture, the Aboriginal artefacts that lay around the place, and the special places like the ring trees, which held a lot of significance for the local people. Sean told us about a particular ring tree that was near the edge of Lake Mornpole. We decided to find it for ourselves. The ring tree the Aboriginals used to use as like a border marker, where one tribe would come through. If they wanted to have passage through the area, they'd leave a gift in the hole, and then the owning tribe would come along, take the gift and put another gift in there, so the tribe that was waiting could know that they had passage to go into the new land. Hey, look at these emu tracks. Look.
Oh yeah, so they are.
Look where the next one is.
they have a sign out the front that says gas refill, so just go and inquire. Danny's got to go in again, and we'll see how we go when he comes out.
Finally came across someone that could help us out with filling our second gas bottle. And what a character he was.
$15.98, changed to $20.36.
You look around here, I suppose?
Through that door.
Through that door. How long have you been running this place for?
10 years in front.
Oh, that's okay. It's pretty, looks like it's been around for a while.
It's quite a lot of money. Yeah, no, the building came in about the mid-50s sometime.
Yeah.
There's an old farmhouse.
So you reckon it's been around for a while, so we were thinking of going to Lindsay Island. Saying now, have you been out there?
No.
Never been there?
No.
Mildura is a major port on the Murray River. The Murray River is a huge tributary dividing Victoria and New South Wales. The region around Mildura is known for its orange and olive growing country. The area is very popular for tourists who want to make use of the Murray River's attributes for skiing, boating and fishing. It's a grand old river that in recent years has been subject to many arguments about irrigation and pollution and salinity. Straight ahead?
Yep. Straight ahead to Adelaide.
Oh, that can't be right.
Well, it is.
Which way are we heading?
We're heading west.
You reckon this is west?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, there we go. We've got Adelaide that way and Bendigo that way. That's the way we want to go. Towards Renmark, South Australia.
Yeah, well, we're on the right track. 141 k's to Renmark. So where are we going to? Oh, we're going to Melbourne. Yeah, okay.
After spending a few hours in Mildura to have lunch and a quick scenic tour, it was time to head off to find Lindsay Island. We debated about taking the old mail route all the way from Mildura to Lindsay Island, but we weren't sure due to recent rains how well the old dirt track was, so we thought we'd play it a little bit safe and run along the highway until we found our road in. So it's
More colour.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Walla Walla track.
That's the one we want.
That's the one we wanted. I think, this could just keep going on forever, you know? You know what I mean?
Somewhere
Fantastic.
out there, out in front of us is Lindsay's Island. I reckon pretty much where that road ends up there, that's probably where it's going to be.
Now here we are. I mean, I haven't seen anyone else near us.
Some sort of post there. Oh, this is the Tina section, as I said to you. So if you do a left.
Lindsay Island, left.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we should get there.
We found a spot up at Lindsay Island.
I couldn't believe our luck when we came across this spot. How beautiful it was beside the small creek, the serenity of the whole area. It was just like we'd hit the jackpot. What we planned on doing today, well, first of all, when we clean up from here and we set off, we're going to go to Renmark in South Australia, across the border to South Australia, and probably have a bit of a look around there. I've never been there before. And then we're going to continue on to another national park then.
There's a town called Loxton we're going to have a look at. I don't know really what's there. It looks like a bit of a park near there, but if it's not much good, we're going to go to another real big one, quite a few miles further on.
Yep.
Called Garcat. It starts with an N. Aboriginal name, Garcat National Conservation Park in South Australia.
Lindsay Island itself is so isolated. It's an amazing place. Very quiet, great place to just get away from it all and get in touch with nature.
If I had your mind, I had your time and something good. If I could be you. I play the fool, I play the game of I don't care. But you know who I am. If I had your skills, I pay my bills, I lead a better life.
Mid-morning, we're a little bit slow in the end, getting ourselves organised. We're leaving our campground just on the other side of Lindsay Island. Just going to take a back road and see if we can have a little bit better look at Lindsay Island and see what's there. Oh, a bridge. Oh, a rickety bridge.
Have a look at it.
We're at Lindsay Island now. I am. And here comes the ute.
It was my turn to make Tony the guinea pig.
This area around Lindsay Island where we were, we hadn't seen another person or car for at least 24 hours. It gives you the idea of the isolation of the whole place.
Let's get our bearings on this place. We've come along this way.
We've come back over this
Where's the
river here. This is where it is. Look, there's
Oh,
Mullaroo.
Yep.
I reckon we travel further up and that's the Murray. That's still Mullaroo Creek, I reckon.
Murray River. It can be huge and broad like at Mildura and then diminish into a small watercourse like this. Up further ahead towards South Australia, it gets fed by other water inlets and so becomes a wide expanse again. Not that we knew that at the time. We weren't quite sure where we were.
It was time now for a bushman's lesson from Dan.
You know how rivers wind and that? You know how sometimes you get islands and stuff?
Yeah.
What happens is you get like, well, you get a river that winds a little bit, like that.
Yeah.
But every year it goes further into that bend and further into that bend and further into that bend. So see what's happening here? These two bits get closer and closer and that erodes away, and that erodes away, that erodes away, and you end up with an island in the middle.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
And that, you can have a look there and see how the river's curving right round. It curves on the other side. Eventually that little bit there, one day will probably be a bit of an island.
Oh, that bit, yep. I know what you mean. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm glad it does. Let's go.
It was time to keep heading west, so we decided to move along the old mail route.
And this is just the first spot where we just get carried 100 metres. Oh, we're not going. Oh, go.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Driving along the old mail route was fantastic. It was a little bit different to what we were used to. A century ago, horse and cart used to go along this way. It was an amazing landscape, the red earth, the dust, the low vegetation. It was good for driving, no white lines on the road. You could pretty much go where you wanted. You just had to be careful not to get bogged. So while we're on the old mail route, we thought we knew where we were pretty much, but somehow we ended up in the middle of the biggest almond plantation in the country.
Plantation in the Strait.
We knew eventually we were going to hit the South Australian border, although we didn't exactly know where it was.
Hooray, we've crossed the border.
Did you even know it?
We didn't even know it simply because we had nothing to tell us if we did. We're on that back road from the old mail route.
Yeah. Oh well. Welcome to South Australia, buddy.
Geez, that's a nice soldiers' memorial there. Look at that.
You're right.
Land Youth Theatre, but it's an old soldiers' memorial. We're just at the Renmark Hotel. We're right across the road from the Murray River. It's absolutely beautiful along here. This is the Renmark Hotel, an Art Deco style building, obviously from around about the 1940s. I can pick Danny up there if he waves. There he is. He's got the menu. As the day was drawing to a close, it was time to sample some of the local produce, the type that I like.
We around about 100,000 tonnes, but the storage would be around between 85 and 87 million litres. God, a couple of headaches amongst that.
No, it's certainly impressive. It really stands out when we were coming along the road there.
Yeah.
Just thought, jeez.
Oh, camping sign.
Oh yeah. Crikey, this is a small town. Pretty cute though, but there's no one here. No, that's a caravan park there. I'm not camping here. Well, that's a caravan spot.
Nah, Pinaroo, come on.
From Paruna, we decided to push on through the night. We thought we may as well make our next stop at Pinaroo, but we got there and thought, no, we can keep going to CapCut National Park.
So here we're up at Pinaroo, and we've come down this main road, got into the National Park, Conservation Park, and here we are at Pertendi Hut. That's it, Pertendi Hut. But for now, we're going to set up camp and get some tucker into us. CapCut Conservation Park in South Australia covers about 270,000 hectares of native vegetation. The vast area of the park allows for some spectacular vistas of native vegetation to the horizon. Wildlife is commonly seen, including the western grey kangaroo and emu. CapCut Park also allows for a beautiful array of flora, and there's a huge difference in what you see between summer and what you see in winter.
Oh, there's a little pencil. A little clock face. Let's see. We put 12 at the... So there's 12, okay? 6. It's close enough to 9 o'clock, so that means... Oh, little hand.
Move your knee out of the way, Dan. Yeah, that's it.
Little hand, big hand. 9 o'clock. So north is halfway between 12 o'clock and the hour. So that should be north over there. Should be over there.
Okay. If we turn the clock around, we do it over here.
So you can see it.
No. Just face the clock a different direction. Does north come out a different direction then?
No, because you've got to put the 12
Where the
facing
sun
the
is.
sun.
Right.
Right, so the 12 faces the sun.
Okay, you didn't explain that to me before.
I thought I did. That's why I put the 12 there facing the sun. The 12 sun, and then north is just halfway between the 12 and the hour hand.
Well, it looks like Danny's clock compass may have worked.
If we were in the northern hemisphere, that would actually be pointing south.
It's smoking. Oh, it's half a thing of oil.
Why is it getting so hot?
Yeah. It's not getting hot, it's just the oil indicator's coming on, that's all. That's all it is. So how far away are we from border town? About 65 kilometres, I think, Dan, is it?
About that.
It's doing pretty good nick though.
Yeah, it's going well. What are you doing, the spider?
Should last us a little bit more.
No worries. Okay, let's go. With a bit of simple maintenance and nothing serious to worry about, we find ourselves back on the road toward Border Town. Danny's quite intrigued with these little paddy melons that just seem to be growing anywhere. There he is, way in the middle of someone else's field. But it's a good photo op for him. He's an artistic sort of guy. Oh look, he's miles in there.
Oh shit! Hey, I think that captured you beautiful.
Oh, I don't know about that. Don't know if it's that beautiful.
You want me to hold
I don't think it's that graceful.
You want me to hold this thing, right?
Oh, it's alright. I kept it off the ground, that's the main thing.
But I think you actually...
I think I treated it like a beer. That's alright. I knew one of us would fall. I didn't think it would be me, actually. I'm more nimble on my feet than Danny. But didn't prove it.
You reckon you're more nimble than me?
I am. You run around with a stick up your ass. I'm supposed to be more nimble. Didn't prove it on this occasion though.
How does it feel to walk the line? Just like standing trapped in the ground. Desperately searching for a clue that taught you this dream will never come true. I'm just a boy, struggling to match. Action sometimes better than words. Though I feel like I'm alive, I'm also suffocating inside.
Border Town, as the name suggests, is situated on the border of South Australia and Victoria. With a population of just under 3,000, the Tatiara District Council is responsible for the area. Tatiara is an Aboriginal word meaning good country.
Well, we're coming into Border Town. Danny and I have finally made it here. It's been a bit of a battle for us, really. It just seems to take a while just travelling and filming. But we're here anyway. We're going to stock up a bit. We're going to fill up on some fuel, some food, have some lunch here as well. So we're here.
We made a scheduled stop to fill up our tank and fill up our stomachs.
And I made an unscheduled stop with the tow bar.
Ooh, you right, mate? That can hurt.
Oh, don't bother me.
You didn't make a mark.
Yeah, we're going to Mount Arapiles.
Oh, okay. Little Desert National
His
Park.
curiosity was killing him. He just had to meet us.
Just have a look at the sign up here.
Oh, cool.
I've got to ring the lady in a minute to tell
We're
you.
hopefully going to climb Arapiles.
That's a good size.
It is,
And there's a diverse range of
Things to see.
Mount Arapiles, the
Yep.
flats and all types of soils and
Yep.
vegetation, and it's all good now because there was a bushfire 2 years ago and virtually cleaned about three quarters of it out.
So what were you expecting at the border there, Danny?
I've already told her.
Boot gates and security guards.
Fruit inspectors.
No, maybe from the mother country, Dan. Yeah, we've just stopped off here at the moment. Danny's found another photo opportunity. He's found plenty of these grass trees, all in a bunch that he wanted to take a photo of. So he's doing that right now. But, geez, at the moment, we're in the middle of nowhere.
The Wimmera took its name from Bougainvillea, an Aboriginal word meaning place of flowers, referring to the dense growth of wattles across the plains.
Listen like you want to know. You've waited for a chance to feel alive. That chance is here. Driven by a need to go somewhere.
we've just stopped at the Mount Arapiles National Park, and we've got to our left here Mitre Rock, which is part of Mount Arapiles, and the main Mount Arapiles is on our right over there. Geez, the noise travels up here. I reckon we should keep going straight up there, Dan. There's actually a lot of places to hold on, so you should be alright, Danny.
Wait a minute, I should be alright, Danny.
Yeah. Well, mate, you're not as nimble as me on your feet. Oh, jeez.
Say that again, Kikich.
I say that,
Yeah, say that again.
I trip and fall.
Oh, alright. I'm not as nimble as you.
Whew. Oh, this is high. Oh, we've still got higher to go.
Woohoo!
There's a fair echo. We're just laughing at the moment. Daddy's trying to get off a rock. His jeans were caught on a rock. He's only got 2,000 photos he can take now.
Yep.
I like that. That was good, Dad. Excellent.
Eventually we made it to one of the places we're really looking forward to getting to, Mount Arapiles. The camping ground here was just fantastic. In between the pine trees, great views, wildlife, bird song, the air was just so fresh, fantastic. You felt like your spirit was free.
We woke up to a beautiful sunrise over Mount Arapiles, a wonderful sight first thing in the morning. The rock appeared to change colour right before our eyes. But there's a lot more to this beautiful rock than meets the eye, so after breakfast it was time to learn a bit more.
What does Mount Arapiles mean to the Aboriginal people?
It's a very special place in terms of being, well, there's about 40 sites recorded that we know of, and all to do with quarrying, quartz, and it's a sandstone ridge. So there's, obviously big bits they used to flake, just sort of pound off the rock.
Yes.
And, not a lot's left because they obviously used it. There's quarry material and artefact sites and, things like that. And around in the surrounding reserves, there's there's scarred trees and different things that make up. They're very important to us. Yeah, they show the evidence of people, having lived and worked the landscape, really. So our creation story is basically bring it all together, in a sense, because we have the giant emu story, which, this mad emu chasing the, crows and stuff and going mad and the boulders flying everywhere, and we associate Arapiles with that.
Okay.
As, they went flying everywhere, and this is connecting that Mount Arapiles and other, associated places.
This monolith rises 369 metres from the Wimmera Plains and is one of the world's best climbing spots. At one point, it was home of the world's most difficult climb. The rock itself was magnificent. This place no doubt had a lot of stories to tell. Way back when Yanam Guna, an Aboriginal revolutionary fighting the white man coming to the area, until recent times when the Baringi Gadjin people were fighting to get their titles back. So we climbed and climbed, stopped for a bite to eat, and continued on upwards. We couldn't have picked a better day.
Yeah. Up that way? Straight there. It's pretty steep, but we reckon just above there is the top. So we want to make it up there. We're going to kick ourselves if we don't do it.
Tony's just going to check out what our chance of actually making this thing. Because when we got to this area here, we suddenly realised that turned out to be a bit steeper and harder to ascend than we thought. What are you saying, mate?
It's sheer cliff face, Dan. I don't like our chances without ropes now. This marker is the summit. No, it's easy. I'm just going to get you taking 10 seconds. Okay. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. That is great, my friend. You made that easily. That is sensational.
I was like a mountain goat up that thing.
Oh, fantastic.
Significant Aboriginal sites lie all over this country, and this area is no different. So we stopped in Dimboola to rendezvous with Gail and her auntie Nancy. They're going to be taking us up to Ebenezer Mission. And tell us a little bit about the significance of that place to the Aboriginal people.
Excuse me, when you're on a mission like this,
yeah,
you're going to be impossible.
Oh. I tell you what.
You don't need it.
He can be impossible sometimes, I tell you. Ebenezer Mission was established in 1859 by the Moravian Church. The main aim of the mission was to civilise and Christianise the Aboriginal inhabitants of the area. In 1860, the first convert to Christianity, Nathaniel Pepper, was baptised. Rations were given to residents on the conditions that they attended church services and school. By 1892, the number of residents at Ebenezer Mission Station dropped to only 30 people, and the mission closed in 1904. Wyperfeld was a shallow sea from about 25 million years ago until fairly recent times. The current landforms took shape as the sea gradually retreated, leaving a vast expanse of sandy sediment which, as it dried, was formed into sand dunes 40,000 to 15,000 years ago. So we made it to Wyperfeld last night, in the dark again. Found ourselves a little campground.
The water's cold.
We have a special breakfast this morning for our last breakfast. Well, the Discovery Walk looked like a pretty good option this morning, but it's supposed to take about 2 hours and we just haven't got the time, which would have been interesting because it goes up to some place called Devil's Pools. Australia's a beautiful country. It's like no other in the world. The land and the trees are like ones you've never seen anywhere else. It's a harsh land, an arid land. The last 10 years of drought haven't helped at all. The plant life, the trees, waterways, lakes, dams are all struggling. People are moving away from small towns. People are running out of water. Like Mark Twain, who travelled through the Wimmera in 1895 on a world speaking tour, Tony and I stopped at places like Rainbow, named after Rainbow Rise, which was a crescent-shaped ridge to the south of the town. It was shortened to Rainbow in 1899. And what an interesting place it was, with a bunch of interesting characters. It's great when we come across people who tell us a little bit about, some
What's going on.
Incidentally, that building on the corner there, the one that's not painting, that's for sale. You can have that for 40,000.
Just 40?
49,
I think it
49, isn't it?
Yeah.
You remember? It's in the paper anyway.
Yeah.
Bruises.
When you get everything ready, Rainbow's very simple. Very simple. You go up around the corner there, you can get to Adelaide in first. Yep. If you go down here and turn left, Brisbane, Sydney, yep. Turn right, Melbourne. Very central. Very
Straight
central.
out.
Oh, sorry, I got a bit lost. Sorry. But he
Went to the table?
went over to the table to these women, you see. Well, doing a line that he wasn't aware. But anyway, and he lined up one of the shields. Of course, nurses, they'd be awake up to it because they've had experience, haven't you? But he's talking to this woman. He said, will I be able to take you home tonight? She says, do you know who you're talking to? No, Bill. She said, I'm Henry Bolte's wife. He said,
Oh.
the offer still stands.
And so we left the quaint town of Rainbow. Like so many other towns in Victoria, it's very reliant upon the transport system. Hopefully they won't lose their last train.
You go in, switch the lights, you don't know what you'll find. I'm out on the roof tonight, sitting with the spies. I haven't any money, can't get out to the banks.
The last highlight on our trip was going to be to do some gold prospecting. We had a friend up near Raywood that was going to take us on a bit of a tour and try our luck.
It was time to see if we could make some money the pioneering way, so we met up with our old mate Grecky.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, Grecky, how you going, mate? Good, mate. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
G'day, Grecky. Great to see you again.
What
Yeah.
brings you blokes to town?
You're going to show us some gold, mate, aren't you?
Well, I'm hoping that we're going to find some gold.
Yeah.
This is,
You guarantee it.
we do guarantee gold. Why don't you jump in and find me out?
All right, then. Let's go. Can you tell us a little bit more about the history of the gold diggings here?
Sure, Keko. This is called the Shallow Lead, or the Shallow Rush, and this was rushed 140 years ago by 700 odd miners in this area. They, it's hard to believe 700 were crammed in here,
In
but
this one spot.
yeah, and they didn't have cabins and four-wheel drives or Falcon utes to get them around. They had a wheelbarrow, and that's how they carted their worldly belongings.
How'd they get along?
They didn't.
No,
I bet you they did.
There's talk that 2 or 3 are buried out here.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yeah, they didn't have money for funerals for a start. So
No.
if John Darcy died and he wasn't well thought of amongst his peers, he was virtually kicked down a miner's hole. And so and nowadays we don't use picks and shovels. We use these highly sophisticated machines. And Danny, I reckon you're the man that I'm going to strap that machine there onto, and you can have a bit of a play with Keko and see how you go.
what do you reckon?
That sounds great, Danny, and good luck. I hope you find a fortune. Let's make that a little bit more modern than a pioneering way.
Turn the machine on. You can hear a bit of a squeal.
Have a look at us, thinking we know what we're doing.
You can hear it spiking, but not offensive.
Yeah, it's like it says,
Woohoo! That's it.
Woohoo, come over here.
just about that there,
About here.
about right there.
Okay. So again, we disregard our mullock here. Dig our hole. Now, the important thing about digging a hole.
Is that it? Oh.
No, I wish it was. You can have that. That's a piece of quartz.
Oh,
And I'd use my experience. I'd say this is a piece of non-ferrous metal.
really?
Gold, lead, brass. The audio tells you that straight away. I don't think it's a bit of gold, and if it is, it's going to be a nice piece because it sounds really loud.
Yeah, really.
Yep, see that?
There we go, boys.
Oh, what's that?
That's the real deal.
Oh, you're gagging me.
That is a beautiful
wow.
piece of Neilborough gold.
Give us a feel of it. I don't think I've actually felt gold
That
under.
is 23.9 carat pure gold.
How can you tell? Like, how do you know it's
You
not
just know
18 or
that
12?
Bendigo had the richest gold in the world.
Oh,
The purest.
Jeez.
Clear, boys.
Hang on.
Always pleasure.
Well, that was worthwhile. What a great bloke he is.
Oh, Grecky's a great bloke. He's been a great mate for years. So, but how unreal is that gold? I honestly thought we'd come and see Grecky. I just thought the idea of finding some gold is just not going to happen. Not with us.
No.
Up and down the same old hill, on the train, the same old crew, and I'll be looking for a change. In the office, same young lady gives a smile, and it's off into a daze, and I'll be looking for a change.
So our trip was finally coming to an end. It was an interesting area, not quite what I expected, I guess, but it was a part of the world I'd never seen before, and I'm glad I saw it.
How far? How far? How far can the streaming go?
So we had a great adventure for our first whip around trip. We knew that this couldn't be the only one, there'd have to be more.
Well, that's it. Just under 2,000 k's, Dan.
All right.
Well done, my man.
Good on you. Thanks.
Where are we going to go to next?